Hello traders, this is DC Trader for another market update, and today is January 6, 2021, and Happy New Year to everyone there. Actually, today is really not a great day to begin with, especially our markets are not doing so well. But anyway, overall, if we take a look at the U.S. market, guys, the U.S. market on Monday, on actually January 4, they just made itself another all-time high for them. And of course, it looks to me that the U.S. market is trying to make another all-time high. So let's hope they can make it. The only thing is that it's not bringing our market with theirs. All right, but that's okay. All right, so let's take a look at our markets, guys. And our markets looks like it is breaking down. And okay, so let us try to review what happened last year. So basically last year, okay, the way I noticed this market, the way they move is like this. Okay, take a look at this, guys. Okay, that's a very downtrend for a month. Then of course it tried to go up, push down, so it broke this area here. Take a look at the arrows. Now it is trying to go back up. Now the main goal there is from here to here. It's to break this area here. Now the issue is that it broke down here and it started its gradual descent back down to this area in March. So its main goal is to really reach back up to 8,000 again. Really, that's the main goal of the market. Now, of course, we noticed there was a very short bull run here from March to April. Then of course until May, June, we had the market stop this particular area, and it for a couple of maybe 2 weeks stuff, it broke out. Then we had all this hardship of 6 months. Then we broke out of it. So this is only one move, guys, one move. And now it seems to me we are trying to break down the swings like this. So our main goal is to really go back up to 7,004. Now, these couple of days I was hoping we could stay above 7,047 there, but unfortunately today we broke down. So if we take a look at it, so my main goal here is the market could be, if it's following this micro channel, its main goal is to go back down to the lows. Now, of course, anything can change, right? But like this. All right. So, of course, since the 18th of December of last year, we had 3 days of micro channel going to the downside. Then, of course, the last, I would say, 2 days, at the end of the year, we tried to push up, but our main goal is to go back here at 7,287 and weren't able to go back there. Now, we already started to create a bear micro, so its goal is to break this one down, 7,055, and it's going down straight. Now, it actually covered the gap. This is exactly the gap here at 6,923. So its next goal, if this is going down, guys, definitely it will definitely, let me see my horizontal line there. Yep. Its main goal really is to go back to 6,735. Now, this could be one move. Now, anything can change here. Now, we are actually in between these two. Like that. All right. So, let's hope the market will try to make a bull micro, hoping that it can reach and stay above 7,206. If it can't, guys, then you know it's gonna go back down, and it definitely might wanna retest this particular area of 6,735. All right, that is for this particular market, which we really don't want it to go back down here. Definitely a no-no. But if it goes back down here, then this confirms this is a start of another so-called downtrending move. All right. So the next market that we're going to be discussing is AC Energy. And AC Energy today, guys, actually is not doing so well. Yep, that's okay. But of course, since the last time we left you guys, it really did great, right? I basically on January here, we were here on December 29. It broke out, and on Tuesday it jumped high, but it started a bull micro, and of course its goal is the last of the start of this bull micro was 613. So let us mark that area. Where is that? 613 is around here. That is the start of that. So imagine all of these candle is still one bull micro channel. Now of course we already started a bear micro. Now the thing is that, okay, now we have started a bear micro. So what's our one or the other tomorrow? Basically, let us clear some of these boxes. For me, guys, it is this. One or the other. Now, if we broke down here, then of course we may want to retest this particular area of 811. And if we continue the bear micro, and if we hit 8 and we can't create another bull micro, then its goal may be going back down to 613. So let's hope that tomorrow, instead of breaking down to 9, it will stay above the 650 and retest the highs of 1134, and that is good. Now for the next particular stock we're going to be discussing is Ali. Now for Ali, guys, and the bigger picture of Ali, what's going on there? Of course, we all know that Ali had a hard December. Look at that, guys. That is one tough December. Look at those candles there. And of course today it broke down, and the good thing is that it is going back up. So now the most important level of Ali for tomorrow is basically this particular area of 39. Now of course we know that Ali started its bear micro. From here, I left you guys off here. So on January 4th, we broke down, which was a continuation of this bear micro, and we created a bull micro. And of course, the next following day, it created on January 5th, it created a bear micro, which continued today, which is very, very not so great. Now the only thing is that, okay, it is creating another bull micro today, which is good. Now let's hope our one or the other for tomorrow is this particular area. So as long as we can stay above at 4105 and continue this bull micro, we hope we can break out of 4206. Now what if tomorrow it creates lower lows and break 39? Then you know it may want to go back down to 39. Once it goes back down to 39, guys, this may be starting another continuation of this bear micro channel on the big picture. All right, that is for this particular stock. And of course, the next stock, which also hits all bankings, is all the banking sectors are going back down, which is not so good. Now, of course, we are blessed with this BDO because, okay, let's take a look at this on the bigger picture here. Of course, we all remember this particular choosing one or the other. Then, if as long as we don't go back to 75, definitely we're going back to 115. But the only thing is that we didn't break out. We just exactly touched that particular area and we're starting to move down. So, and the thing is that, okay, not so great for us BDO guys, because if this is going back down, then you know the most important level for this particular stock is 108. If we can't reach back 108 real soon and break out from there, then we have a continuation to go down, and the level that we're thinking this might reach, its support is around 80, 87, around that area, around this particular area. So I may be interested in BDO again around this particular area. 88, 86. I may be interested in that particular area, which I'm willing to wait for BDO because BDO is a good company. But right now, this looks like it is trying to go down. Now, let's take a look at the 5 minutes there. And the 5 minutes says it all. Take a look at this, guys. You know, when I left you guys off, here. And of course, on January 4th, it popped out, which was a continuation of this bull micro, but it went to the other side and created a bear micro for 3 days straight. Now, of course, let's hope that our one for the other for the next trading day is either 142 or 99.38. So let's hope it reach the 144 and stay above there, hoping that it can reach back to 107 or 108. If not, guys, then you know there's a continuation to break down 99, which is a alright, but our goal is to go stay above in this particular area, or from this bull micro change something. If other than that, this looks like it's trying to go a little bear micro position. Now, the next particular stock we're gonna be discussing is Converge. And Converge, guys, it is and it looks to me, it looks like it's following this particular, take a look at that. See, once it broke down to 1533-ish, it started to go back down here. Now, what do you think its target? If you were the seller, definitely you wanted to go back down to 1321, which is another, right? You wanted to go back down there, right? Now, if you are really a big time buyer, of course you may want to wait it out here. Something might change there, right? But other than that, guys, this particular stock looks to me like it could be on a downtrending move. Now, on the smaller picture, guys, you know, from the last week of the last day of December, then this was our one or the other, then it broke down. It tried to go up, but we could not retest 15 pesos. And of course, you know, there were a lot of sellers came back in right away, right? Then of course Buyers tried to push up but could not retest 1508. And now it looks to me it's going back down here, right? Breaking the low now. It's trying to go back up. So what's our next one or the other for tomorrow? I would definitely put it at this. Now, of course, currently we are on a bull micro, but it does not mean. So basically tomorrow it's either this or this. Now, I rather have 15 and above, and to go back up to 1533 and stay above there and try to break out. Now, if we cannot break out from this area here in between, actually it is 1474 and 15. So we're actually on this particular candle. So let's hope tomorrow we can break above. All right. So that is there. And the next particular stock, which is very different, BDO. BDO, although it is created itself, we remember from our we were discussing this. Now BDO, on the other hand, guys, it is one very good stock. Now when I left you guys here on the last trading day on New Year, on January 4th, it drove up higher, and of course Tuesday it even drove even up higher. So from there we can definitely say this was all one big bull micro. Now the thing is that, okay, today it actually started ever since from Tuesday it started a bear micro. Now although today it started another bull micro there, but what is our one for the other next trading day? Like these two. Now let's hope it continues to go up, because if not, it could go up here and go back down. Then you know they are aiming for going back to 10 pesos. Now from 10 pesos, if that does not hold, guys, it's gonna go back down to 8. Now if that happens, guys, then this might be going back, especially if it goes back down to 8, then this something may have changed detail. All right, but other than that, let's hope there is a continuation to detail to the upside. And of course, the next particular stock we're gonna be discussing is FGEN. Now, of course, definitely, guys, FGEN is a little bit of a challenge, because right now, if you take a look at FGEN, guys, and let's clear some of these writing, but it's really tough. And you know, FGEN has been really hard on it's really going sideways. And now it's trying to go back up, but it could not reach above 30. And of course, the last week of December, it's trying to go back down. Now, except for today, it started its rally here. But of course, our goal is to break 29.41. Now, if this cannot break 49.41 and retested 27.76, then oops, there is a arrow down, which is not that good. So our main goal for this particular stock is it has to go above 29.41. Now, the only good thing about this particular stock is, okay, today it broke out, and of course we needed to retest this particular area of 29.30. Now, if this cannot, by tomorrow, it cannot retest, it retests this first, 27.74, then this is still part of this bear micro. So for our one or the other, really, tomorrow is this. So let me repeat that. 29.20 and or 28.20. one or the other. Now let's hope this particular stock continues above and breaks out and reaches 30 anytime soon. If not, then this is going to a downtrend move. Right. The next particular stock we're going to be discussing is HLCM. Now HLCM, guys, was like a roller coaster ride today. This is what I'm fearing of if what do you call this, FGEN, guys. Remember that particular area? This looks the same as this stock, but the thing is that broke down here and it tried to go up. It cannot retest 793. It broke back down. Now it's breaking swings, guys, a lot of these swings, so which is not so great, which means that it is following this down arrow more. Now the only thing that I can say is that although it is creating a bull micro here and trying to retest, but really what's our one for the other for tomorrow? I would say around there. So let's hope it continues above 725 and it could stay above 750. If not, guys, then you know from these two, it's going to go hit one or the other first. Now, if it hits go back down here, if it goes back down to 650, then it is following this particular area. Now, that is not so great. All right. So the next particular stock we're going to be discussing is JFC. Now, for JFC, guys, it is, I would say, doing okay, but it's a more of a critical area. Again, this looks to me like it is creating like this downward force, right? Although it's trying to go pushing back up, but we're still on a good area as long as we don't reach 185.87. Now the thing is that, okay, this is where I left you guys here on the last day of and then on January we started to even go down further. Now the thing is that, okay, this for me, although it is creating a bull micro channel, but we need to retest above 198. If we can't retest 198 anytime soon, then that is not so great. It's gonna go back retest definitely around 189ish. So, and then our next area to retest is 199, around 200, right? And okay, so for one or the other, tomorrow definitely around this particular area. It's either 194 or 190, and that is for Jollibee. Okay, and the next particular stock we're gonna be discussing is MBT. Now MBT, guys, is even worse than, I would say, this almost the same as BDO. And of course, I really felt that, okay, it's breaking down the lows. It's not breaking highs, it's breaking lows, guys. And look at those big candles, they are fast. All right. So, well, where do you think can this particular stock go? Well, definitely the start of this September run, which is all one move, right? It's really, the lowest point here is around 33. Now, does that mean it's gonna go back down there? It does not. But currently right now, you know, this is more of the downside. So it can try to go back up, but its main mission is to go back down, unless it's trying to breaking highs. Now, what is the difference between these area here? It's breaking highs. Yes, it breaks sometimes the low, but most of the time it's breaking up highs. So that is really good. Now the other side, on the other equation, it's on this particular area, it's breaking lows, breaking lows, breaking lows, and it broke the low there. But the thing is that, yes, this particular area was so heavy with buyers. So that's why they overwhelmed. And this particular area, their targets were here. And they broke out. Now they're trying to retest this particular area, hoping that buyers are going to change here. If not, then this could even go lower. All right. That is for that MBT. So let's hope MBT. Now for the smaller picture for MBT, let's take a look at it. Look at that, guys. Ever since the December, the last 2 weeks of December, all down. And I was worried around 48, 42, around that area. It broke down straight. Right? And it's even continuing to go back down. Not so good. All right, very odd. But other than that, MBT may want to retest around 42.40, around that area. So let's hope buyers will appear. Okay. So let's take a look, go back here to let's see, the next particular stock we're going to be discussing is MM. Now for MM, guys, it was very good. Remember January 4? This particular area, it actually jumped up straight. So there is a continuation for this bull micro until it reaches on Tuesday, which is almost 850. Then now we created a bear micro. Now, of course, the thing that we'll be watching here is 579-ish, that area. Although we are creating a bull micro here, but this could be a start of a bear micro. So let us move that. One or the other. Now, if this continues here, then our main target for the sellers is around 650. Now let's really hope that it does not go back down there. It can continue to go back up to create another all-time high. All right. This was the only one of the retailers that were doing great, Mary Mart. The other two retailers are not doing that good. So the next particular stock is another retail that it is really spinning my wheels, and it is PGOLD. Oops. Oh. Now, of course, for PGOLD, guys, we noticed that this particular stock, at the end of the year, it's really trying to go back up. Now, the thing is that its micro channels are really working up hard. Up, down, up, down. Remember on the last time we were discussing it? Like that. And this one. Right? Now, the thing is that, okay, but what happened on January 4th? This was the, it tried to go up one more time. But at the end of the day, it created a bear micro and it continued to drop. And all of these buyers were long gone. And it dropped, retest again today, and it is even going back down. So for one or the other, for this particular stock, is this. Now we have to break 39.47 first before we break 38.60. Then we are starting a bull micro. But if not, then this can be a continuation. And if you really take a look at it, I did my research on this particular stock, right? And this might continue. And of course, the last of this really big move is around 26 pesos. But of course, I feel there may be buyers around 32, 36. I hope they show up. If not, then this could be a free fall back down. All right, that is for this particular stock. The next particular stock we're going to be discussing is SECB. And of course, SECB, like all banks, it is breaking lows, and that is not good. It is start of a sort of a down move here. Now, does that mean that it's all going to go down, down, down? Not necessarily, but basing on this, we were so happy with this particular move on the 23rd. But what happened on the couple of days, on the 29th, it was really starting a bear micro, but we did this, it broke down, right? Although today it started a bull micro, so let's hope it does not go back down to 122. All right, that is for this particular stock. So let's hope tomorrow is another day and another change. And its main goal, guys, is to go back to 139 and stay above there. So let's hope this stock can go there. All right, so let's see. The last stock that we're going to be discussing is sorry about that, guys. I was about to sneeze. So the last stock we're going to be discussing is tech. Again, it's breaking down more of the lows than breaking up highs. So this might not change anytime soon, but let's hope it does. So let us take a look at the smaller picture here. Of course, this particular bear micro continued on these past 2 days. So what's one or the other for tomorrow? There you go. Definitely, let's hope it stays above 655 and create higher highs. And we might be able to chance to go back up around 7. And hoping it's going to break there. If not, then not so great. But other than that, that is all for today. And I hope for another day here. And I hope that our stock market is going to change to the upside. Thank you very much. And see you guys for another market review tomorrow.